are there any ways that are on the top of your heart where you believe I can support you?
I've written a few things because, as you probably realize, I'm French. I'm not English, so it's not my first language, and it's a bit harder for me to express in English.
Awesome. I understand you pretty well. I think you speak English great. When I actually first met Deanna, that was the weirdest thing. She spoke English so well, but she was her biggest critic. I was like, I understand you. I understand you. And she finally believed, I think, that I understood her, and then she started speaking such better English. So you're good. You're good on my end.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, my challenge is that I feel like I'm an iceberg person. Meaning, I feel that the deeper part of me is hidden from my family and all the person around me, except my near family, like my husband and my kids. And my big family, my parents, my brothers and sisters, they are very conventional, very normal people.
Mm-hmm.
And I am out of the box. I am the creative one. I am the more mind open, as I guess. I think I am. I imagine what they imagine about me is negative because I'm always the alien in the family. I don't know if you understand.
Oh, I think I do. So you're the weird one of the family, and you're saying that you don't feel, you haven't ever given yourself permission for your family to fully see you in certain emotional elements. Like, what is it? What have they not seen about you? Have they not seen you when you're mean or mad or angry or sad? Or what do you mean? She's going for my microphone. I'm gonna have to hide that next time from her.
Like my real me, like not wanting to work always, just wanting to be with my kids, just wanting to do what I love, not what I should love or what I should do to get paid, and like I'm in my heart, I am the breaking normal person. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always like fighting not to be it because my family roots are very down to conventional and down to you have to work there, like you have to work hard, you have to work even if you don't feel like it.
What's the issue? Like I'm understanding that your family and you think very differently, and is it that you don't feel connected to them? Like y'all have not figured out a way to team up beyond agreement? Is that the situation that everything's okay as long as y'all agree, and then if you disagree, weird things happen?
Yes, and I feel I have to just stop talking to keep their love.
Okay, I get you. So I am hearing it. This is what I'm hearing, that you believe if you are truly yourself and the full color and your full spectrum, that your family may not want to be around you.
Yeah.
That y'all may not be as close as you want to be.
Yes.
Okay, well, if that's the case, first of all, I would say, like, welcome to life, like the reality of life for so many people, including myself. I've had countless situations with my family who I love dearly, where I used to hold back my truth and hold back my true beliefs, especially around religion or work or politics or school, or my lack of interest in the big show of politics and the news and all that stuff. I used to hide that more, and although things were more peaceful, I think I was playing a peacekeeper rather than a peacemaker. When I became a peacemaker instead of a peacekeeper is when I started truly sharing my opinions, and truly being me regardless of what my family thought. And at first it didn't look as peaceful. There was a lot of combativeness. There was a lot of disagreement. There was a lot of, even I've had times when a family member asked me, like they decided they no longer wanted to talk about something, which was kind of shocking or jarring for me, because I was always under the belief like I can stick with someone. I can stick with someone even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's challenging or hard or someone's getting angry. I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to fly away, or I'm not going to freeze, or I'm not going to fight, or I'm not going to do a facade. I'm going to stand here in my presence. And I've had it come to the point where then my family, someone in my family says no longer wants to participate in that conversation or actually talk to me about certain things, and I've gotten to sit with that. I've gotten to realize that even though some family members might not want to show me love the same way I want to show them, that maybe from my judgment they would rather play a role than be as real as possible. And then I get to be even realer and with myself. I get to sit with that. I don't have a solution for you. I don't even have a solution for me. This solution is for me to continue being me. And what I realize is that not only can I hold space for my family to be who they are, now I'm even becoming more of who I am, regardless of who's in my presence. And then I feel like almost everyone becomes more of a family member. The people that do want to be in my presence while I'm being fully me are starting to feel even more like family, even closer friends, while the other people I'm just spending less time with. And it's not easy. I'm not saying that's an easy thing. I love my family dearly. I love my friends dearly that may not want to see the true me. And I still love them. I love them because they put up a boundary. Their boundary, just as I'm putting up a boundary, I'm putting up the boundary like, no more faking. I'm going to be me regardless of what it looks like. And you know what they're doing? They're doing the same thing, but they're saying that like, I'm going to be me, and being me means I'm not going to talk to you about this topic. So we both get to sit with that. We both get to, maybe they don't want to hear my true feelings about God or my true ideas about God. And that's their freedom, whereas my freedom is to share that to people that want to listen, maybe like you. And maybe we find more people like each other around the world that are actually family in a way, even though we weren't born in the same place or from the same parents. So yeah, I honestly don't have there's not a thing to fix. I think the only thing to do is to be more of you, regardless of who you're with. And if it's your husband, or if it's your mom, or if it's your child, I mean, this sounds crazy, but if they do not want you to show up as you, then I'm not sure if it's aligned for you to show up for them until they're ready. I just can't, like, personally, I can't imagine asking Davina to not be who she really is, or to act a certain way around me so I can be comfortable. Wow, Davina, if I ever tell you anything like that, you make sure you correct that, please. So all I can say is like, I trust that maybe I'm giving you a shoulder to lean on metaphorically, that just keep being you. And if your family or whoever it might be will figure it out. They'll figure it out, and you may even just inspire them or shake them out of their spell of trying to fit in when they were born to stand out, in my opinion. Did you have any other questions written down? I don't even know how much time it was. That's a big topic for me as well, so thank you for asking.
Thank you. Thank you to you for your answer.
It's the hero's journey. What you're talking about is the hero's journey. Have you heard of that before, the hero's journey, where it's like actually like a salmon. So the salmon in British Columbia, they basically are born in the rivers. They swim out all the way to the ocean. They leave their family. Their whole reality is redefined. They go from this small stream to the big, expansive, ever-ending blue ocean. And then they come back a new person, or a new fish in this case, the salmon, and then they actually give birth and die. And it's like the cycle of the hero's journey. So they have to redefine their reality. They come back to where they came, and they give birth to a new generation, and then they leave. And I think in a way that's metaphorical to a lot of people, a lot of our lives. Like, I'm not with my family where I was born in Florida or Georgia. I'm away. I'm finding out who I really am. I'm now starting my own family, and I get to go back to Georgia and show them who I really am. I'm not there to show them a manipulated version, or a version that they want to see, more so of the truest version. And I trust that the truest version is truly what they want to see, even if they don't act like it. Even if it's scary for them. And I'm talking to myself out loud because if I'm remembering the future, maybe this one will challenge me in a similarly metaphorical way. Maybe she won't be interested in what I'm interested in. Maybe she'll want to be a big faker one day, and I'll get to be with that. I trust that won't be the case, but that would be kind of like the flip of the script. Yeah, I thank you for asking a question to me that I don't necessarily have an answer to, but those are my favorite type of questions. My favorite type of questions are the ones that leave us with more questions, that leave us in the curiosity of life, that curious space rather than a convicting delusional idea that I think I know what's going on and to believe everything I think. No, I'd rather stay curious and open. So thank you for your questions to catalyze that.
Thank you so much for you giving us your truth, because this is so precious and it's inspiring.
Thank you. Right back at you. And yep, that's you're talking about the truth, and she's grabbing my nose, making sure I'm not telling any lies. Is that what you're doing? I'm not Pinocchio. Don't worry. Man, I don't know what y'all are doing January 4th through the 8th, but Maui would be a great place. That's where our next big meeting is, our next big tribe design, where we bring the families and friends together and see how we can come up with better questions to this topic that we're talking about. Like how do we do this? How do we? I mean, it's a great question. So those are the kind of questions that we tackle, and that we dive into in experimenting with new solutions. They only get better and better, and they're always changing. It's not a one hitter quitter, not a one fix thing fixes everything. But I think this mystery and this is the opportunity of life. This is the hero's journey in a lot of ways of what you're talking about. So thank you. Run, guan, guan, guan. Run, guan, guan, guan. Run, guan, guan, guan. Run, guan, guan, guan.